Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. So today this set is that we're all going to be ombres, and this is highlighter green from Glitterbels. I think we do green, orange, purple, red and black, but the black ends up looking navy blue, but you'll see that later on. So I'm just colouring the bottom of this tip again on practice tips, making sure that the nail is opaque. I've got good coverage and you can see the colour really clearly. So I've done the bottom of that nail. I pop my first bead in the middle of the nail, blend that back. The first thing I do is blend it back. You don't want to have a harsh line at the back, so blending it back will get rid of that line. Then I come in with as many beads as I need to make sure that the nail's got good coverage. When I pop the bead on, I spread it from left to right, then blend back, then start to colour the rest of the nail. This is Purple Rain, also from Glitterbels. Actually, all the colours that I'm using are from Glitterbels. There's no music in my videos now because I keep getting copyright claims, so I thought it best to just keep the music out and voice over. It's out of my control really, unless I put on every video which songs I'm using and the artist, which would take me even longer, and it takes long enough to create a YouTube video as it is. So yeah, that's why there's no music. So I'm coming in now, red light district, like I say, spread from left to right, blend back, blend down, and then carry on with as many beads as I need to. All these colours are highly pigmented, so when you've finished with a nail, make sure you clean your brush properly. I'm making sure that I'm cleaning my brush properly so I don't contaminate the next colour that I'm coming in with. This is Tropical Sunrise, again from Glitterbels. Blend back, blend down, and then place the rest of the beads on. So how is everybody? I hope everybody's well. Drop me a comment, let me know. Let me know what you've been up to, if you're working, if you're not, if you're busy. I've not really been up to much. Same old really. Same beep, different day, as they say. But I hope you're all well. So this is the first time I've ever done a black ombre. I try and avoid it as much as I can. It's one thing that really scares me. And it didn't come out as good as I'd like it to have come out. And I don't think any of them did really. I don't think I mastered the ombres on these at all, but you'll see that in a little while. So yeah, I'm quite glad that it ended up going a bit more navy blue than black. I think that might have helped with the ombre, but at the same time, I do need to conquer this black ombre. It's something that really scares me. Does anybody else feel like that about black ombres? Because I don't know, it's just they just really, I just think I can't do it. So I'm coming in now with some foil gel because all of these colours are going to have some foil over the top before coming in with my cover powder, which I think is Peach Bell Cover. So yeah, I'm popping on some foil gel just over the colour, ready for some foils. So I've popped all of them into the lamp, cured for 1 minute, and I'm just using some foils from eBay. I think I bought like a big bundle a long time ago, really cheap. So yeah, now I'm coming in with the foils. I didn't take into consideration that when I put the foil on, it was going to rip off of the little stands that the tips are on. So I ended up taking them off and doing it like that so you'd be able to see. And I was just going for more of a dappled effect than a full coverage. The orange came out really well. Yeah, I went for more of a dappled effect on these. And then once I'd got them all covered, popped them all back on their stands, I used some Tracy Lou No Wipe top coat and top coat over the foiled areas just to seal them in. After that's been in the lamp for 2 minutes, cured, I come in with my my buffing block, my white buffing block, and just buff over. So I've then got a rough surface for my acrylic to stick to. So now I'm using my Peachy Bell cover to create my ombre. And like I say, these didn't all come out perfect. I come in with a first small wet bead, place that on the line, bring that down, and then cover the back with the Peachy Bell cover. Joining those two beads together. Trying to leave most of the colour in the back, but I am going to be capping anyway, so I don't really need to create my apex with this cover powder. Looking at it now, I probably could have brought my ombre down a little bit more, my cover powder a little bit down a little bit more, and maybe even have done it in one bead, but again, one bead scares me doing an ombre, I like to make sure that I've got that first small bead down, so I know I can create the base of the ombre with that one, and then use the rest, or the second bead, to create and cover the back of the nail. And like you just saw there, if I need to, I come in with just tiny little beads, filling in those gaps, any gaps that I see in the ombre. I just come in with tiny little beads until I'm happy. I think of all these nails, the only one that I was actually quite pleased with is the orange. The foil went on nice and you can still see it. It's a little bit further down than the rest. The ombre is a little bit further down than the rest. And it's kept its shape. I think it's the only one that I like. I like the purple as well. I think I did all right with the purple, but I don't think the ombre come down enough. And this is the first time I've ever done a black ombre. It didn't come out too bad for my first time, but it's definitely something I need to work on. We all have our things, don't we, that we don't like doing, different shapes. Certain colours people will stay away from, like blacks and reds. I'm not too bad with that, because you can clean up if you make a mistake, but you will see if there's a mistake with black or like the red light district. But I try not to keep away from colours, but I definitely keep away from a black ombre. Not that any of my clients or friends have ever asked for it, but I don't like to have things that I keep away from. I like to be able to not master everything, but know what I'm doing and know that I'm doing the best that I can. So we're encapsulating all of these nails now, well I am, and I'm using crystal glass from CJP as I always do. I come in with the first bead. I managed to do these in two. First bead, I'd start at the bottom of the nail, make sure that the back of the bead is blended, and then bring that down, and then the second bead goes in. Oh, actually, I think I did this in three. Bring the second bead over the first bead, blending the two beads together, and then I come in with my cuticle bead at the back, creating my strength and apex. Also keep on at those side walls. I don't want the product or the clear to seep over the side walls or create a bulky area at the side wall, so I try to keep the most of the acrylic in the middle of the nail, and then the strength at the back of the nail and down the centre of the nail. You don't really, if you can help it, I don't really, if I can help it, want to create bulky side walls. So when I come to filing, you've got a big blocky side wall. Blocky, I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. You can see as well that I use nearly every part of my brush. So when I place that first bead, I'm using the tip of the brush to get the clear acrylic from left to right. Again, tapping with the tip of my brush now. And then I use the belly of the brush to pat the product down. The belly of the brush again on the side walls to keep them nice and flush. And then the belly of the brush to bring that, or the middle of the brush to bring that product down, swiping that product down. So I'm placing it, tapping at the back with the tip of my brush, middle of my brush again, and then the belly to pat and press that product in. So I'm just going to walk through my encapsulation again, pop the bead on, I'll push that into the middle of the nail, tap the back of the bead to get that flush into the tip, and use the tip of my brush to walk that product down. Just light tapping motions to bring the product down. Add a little more at the tip there to create the strength. Tapping with the middle of my brush, patting to flatten that acrylic down. pop my second bead on, brought that, managed to bring that up using the tip of my brush, getting that into the cuticle area, then using the middle of my brush to swipe down, blending the two beads together. I managed to do the last few in two beads. Then I've managed to file off camera, got them all into that nice pointed shape, and now I'm coming in with Tracy Lou's No Wipe top coat to create that pop on the nails, bring that foil back to life. So I'm just going to let you watch this bit. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, just hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to be notified when I upload a video, just hit that bell button and that will tell you every time I upload. Before the end of the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody that watches my videos or my shorts. I'm not doing too badly. I'm really proud of the following that I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. There's a couple of pictures here. Take care. See you soon. Bye.